Okay, I don't remember where I was last time. Okay, we are transparent, which means that we are in transparent mode. No one can see us. Look what we have here. Oh, he's building the house. Yeah, I think I remember one of the last memories, if not the last memory, was that the old man wanted to bring the piano upstairs and somehow succeeded to play the song for a river. For a river. Or rivers. River or rivers. So, now they're building the house. Well, that must go way back. I bet they saw this cliff and thought it was not dangerous enough without people living on it. Alright. Oh. He looks tired. And understandably so. We look like ghosts. I suppose we are ghosts in a way. Oh. River? Oh, Isabel. Nick called and said I should come. I brought you pickled olives. They're your favorite, right? Just throw them on the ground. I heard about River. Oh, is this when... This is when they learned about the diagnosis, I bet. Because it sounded like they weren't really finished with the house when River was sick. And River said that her wish was to finish the house, not investing River being like River's health. River wanted the house to be finished instead. Or something like that. It's been a while since I played this. Will she be okay? Her illness was just diagnosed in its late stage. That is bad. Fortunately, it's treatable. Is it cancer, maybe? It could be anything, though. But when they talk about diagnosing something in this later stage with low survival rates, at least back in the day, my mind jumps to cancer. And I know someone in the family who was close to me who had cancer. One of my closest friends had a mother died of cancer relatively recently. And I suppose it's one of the very cruel things that we really could do without in this life. But sometimes it happens, and I suppose we just have to make the best of it. But one thing I do tend to say to people is that if I would choose, if I could choose when to get ill, or in what era to get ill, I would always pick this era because doctors are so good in this day and age. There are illnesses which would be a literal 100% death sentence back in the day, which often are just routine things to heal these days. So yeah, the medical bills. Even when I'm sick, I can ramble. We cannot afford to finish building this house, Isabel. Okay, so I think that's what River said while laying in bed and listening to her song that he made for her. A very sweet song. And saying that don't pay the bills, just finish the house, was her basically dying wish of it. We can barely afford to pay for her treatment. I'm just relieved that she'll be okay, but yeah, it hasn't worsened too much just yet. You don't know how much this place means to her. She's going to be heartbroken. I'd help, but Ted and I have barely been getting by since the market crashed. Yeah, it looks like you've been digging around in the yard with all the green stuff on you. In fact, it seems like you are the murderer who buried someone in the yard because I see a lot of red pixels around the face in here and then green here. Did you bury a body in your yard or something? That's probably just my eyes, and I apologize for it. So, what are you going to do now? It's nice that you brought a snack as well. I'm going to tell her that we can make it. Well, you shouldn't lie. Hope is always good and all, but you shouldn't really lie. Besides, she can pick up on that, couldn't she? I'm going to tell her that we can afford everything. I don't want you to do anything crazy. You should not lie to her, exactly. You shouldn't really lie. Don't gamble with one of the deepest fundaments of a relationship. Love relationship, even. You should not lie to her. You don't understand Isabel. If she found out, I'm not sure which she would choose, and she did find out. She chose the house, sadly. But why does this place mean so much to her? I wonder. So what? If she chooses not to save herself for the sake of this place, then so be it. It's what she really wants. I really dislike when you neurotypicals think you know what's best for others. What's neurotypical? I hate when you call me that, Izzy. It sounds like a weird thing as well. Do you think this is all about her? What about me, Isabel? After all these years, am I not allowed to be selfish even once? I don't want to be alone, Isabel. I'm not going to let her die. I would like to say health above all. It would be weird for her to choose the house over herself. Like, why does she feel like her soul is connected to the building of this house? I mean, life is precious. House building can be very expensive, but it's still expensible, how you call it. That's arrogant. I don't care. Where are you going? I'm going to pick something from this cliff to bring back to her. Like those origami figures, maybe. Because we saw a lot of origami figures in that lighthouse. Oh, that would be weird. It'll at least give her some comfort. That doesn't make what you're doing any less wrong. The lying, I guess. Nick wanted me to give you this. It's a music box. He said it's called Everything's Alright. It isn't. Everything is not alright. It gets out of their way. It doesn't want to like feel him going through you. It's a very beautiful place, though. Oh, okay. So, memories. Memory shards are what this was called. Okay, this is our little... well, the main item. This is there. What else do we have? Let's follow. Let's follow him. God, it sounds so bad when I put it like this. I even forgot. Oh, I automatically got some. I forgot his name already. I'm so bad with names. But not having played this for a while also does that, I guess. Okay. Wait, can we now? What are we doing even? We need 2 more. This van? Oh, okay, the entire van. What else? Okay, the house itself. That's cool, we can go into the first floor. There's a hammer here, there's a hammer there. No, what was that? Okay, never mind. Off we go. Everything's alright. Hadouken. Prepare. Okay, so it's this again. Do not mock me. Ooh. Oh. I was like, if I do the diagonal one, this is gonna be very messed up. But that did seem to be the key here. Pickles. Pickles are what it was. Okay, there we go. Pickled olives. Pickled olives. Activate. Okay, we go further back now. Oh, so that's the parents of either River or the old man. So you guys are really going for it, huh? Yep, John was his name, John. I will remember it going forward, I promise. The construction's starting in just a few months. The construction of this house. Who's this shadowy guy standing here? Perhaps this is like a cafeteria or so. So the barista. It's a bit of a squeeze. We have to split the payment, but with financing, we'll make do. How wonderful having your dream house built at such a beautiful site. You had your wedding at that lighthouse near there all those years ago, didn't you? That's gonna put a lot of your soul there, I suppose. No wonder it's like a special place. But still. I mean, it makes sense. Let's say prognosis was really bad for River with her illness. Let's say there was a bit of a chance to survive, but maybe not too much. I can sort of see where she's coming from, that she wants to pick the house if they can only afford one of the things, because it sort of immortalizes the place where they got married. And she's very happy, well, despite the illness, of course, but she sort of wants to immortalize that, and that's sort of cool in a way. Not cool, but sweet. So, that's not all that's special about it. Oh, here. We have a long history with that place. Well, it's good to have some good news at the get-together for once, says the dad. Cheers and congratulations, you two. Hey, cheers. Be right back. I'm gonna get some fresh air. I feel that the mother has some bad news. Is this like as the father said? Well, at least that's some good news. Something tells me that both the parents know about something about River that John doesn't. The illness, maybe, or something like this. I just feel it has something to do with this. And Isabella, the mother, says, "Be right back. I'm getting some fresh air because it's way too much for her." Like, even with this good news, it's like, oh yeah, withholding this secret is taking such a toll on me that I have to get some fresh air. I can't breathe. Me too. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Well, River is drowning. Okay, wait, I thought it was the father that said me too. Well, buddy, it's sure been a while. It's like a men talk, and they have like a women talk. Hasn't it? Who knew how hard it is to get across a few cities nowadays? That River, still so quiet, huh? She's actually been talkative at home, and with Isabel. With Isabel, indeed. I guess she's just not used to you. To Nicholas. So I'm the bad guy here, huh? What is that sound? Also how we, the scientists, are just sitting here. Like ghosts, of course. But who is this over there? Is that also someone time traveling, listening and tuning in? That's so weird. Oh, hey. So did you tell River that thing from back then? That thing from back then? What? I did. So how did she take it? For the most part, she took it well. But something bugs me. Ever since the incident, she's been making these strange rabbits out of paper. Incident? Origami rabbits? Yes, lots of them. Ha! I used to fold origami animals for my daughter all the time. Okay, so it's not her father. And by the way he worded that sentence, it's not our father either. As in R, as in John. I shouldn't say R because we play these scientists, not John, but this is John's story, so he also gets the first-person treatment occasionally by me. What's wrong with that? In which case, who are these? Are they just like friends? They felt older, but of course you can have older and younger friends, but they just felt like a generation older, like family or something like that. I don't think it's the same thing. She's been doing nothing but making the same rabbits day in and the day out. Our house is literally filled with them now. Well, that makes sense then, that we kept seeing them. But we also saw some octopus as well, wasn't it? Not just rabbits. Or a platypus or something. Didn't Isabel say that something like that is a common trait with River's condition? Yes, but something doesn't feel right this time. When I ask her about it, she never answers. Instead, she gets this distant look in her eyes. It's almost as if she wants something from me and doesn't ask for it. Boom. And the strange thing is, I feel like there's something I owe her too. I played a game, and the first episode in that series is going to be released on Wednesday, and it has the same boom effect intermittently that always gets to me. It's like one of those games that, like Inscription, where it gives the impression that it's like a sweet game or a card game or a different game than horror, something else, but underneath it's like a horror game. It goes like boom, like a boom effect. Have you asked Isabel? Yes, she said she talked to her about it, but got nothing. Well, now the mother said I'm going for fresh air, and River said, me too, like obviously going out to talk with Isabel. It's not River that wanted distance or wanted to go away. She desperately wanted to talk to Isabel. She has something on her mind that she wants to talk about. Just not with us. Yet. Well, I'm certainly not one to inquire, but I'll tell you this. I've known you since middle school, and you are notorious for overthinking. This game is breaking the fourth wall. I think it's talking about me. It's middle school. You're probably just imagining things. There's no need to get too worked up. There is stuff there. The ambience is shouting it at me. Usually when someone says that, something's always wrong. That would be me indeed. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're probably right. Probably. I'm always right, John. Maybe not this time. Wait, so even he himself never knew what was up with those rabbits. Forget about the stupid rabbits. We've got bigger problems. I was under the impression that John kept making them. Or helped her make them, or something. We got bigger problems. It's a confined memory. And there are no mementos anywhere. Don't worry, we can probably draw one out from him. By talking to him. So yeah, I suppose we have to jump deeper into the past, deeper and deeper, and we only do that by memory fragments strong enough so that we can leap from them, however that works. Okay, so how do we extract them from him? Leave it to me. I just gotta give the bartender a quick visit first. So you're gonna spike the drink a little bit? Well, not spike, but make the drink a little bit more strong to make him talk more and open up more? Bartender. Hey. Hey there, could I get you anything? Heyo, could I get a bottle of pickled olives, please? Sure, cash or credit. Check. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you fucking bastard. Because we're going away anyway. I'm sorry, we don't take checks. Oh, just put it on my tab then. Oh my god, you bastard. Wait, does that mean you don't have any money? You're so getting reset. Oh my god, Dr. Watts, you're not God, you know. I mean, this is like a memory still, but... Hey there, could I get you anything? Music intensifies. Hello, could I get a bottle of pickled olives, please? Sure, cash or credit. Just put it on my tab. I feel like spending big today. Oh, thank you, sir. Here are your pickled olives. Like... Well... I suppose the pickled olives is like a low-cost thing. And this is more known for drinks. And so... I thought it was a cafeteria at first, but it's probably like a bar thing then. More like a bar with alcohol. So this is more like an appetizer thing. All things considered. Thanks, bro. You'll be getting an enormous amount of tips today. Dr. Watts, you're such a bullshitter. Thank you, sir. You're such an ass. He is such an ass. But oh well, we love him still. Oh, listen up. Okay, so that's one thing. Let me know if there's anything you need. Do you have more memory fragments that I can get? Okay, so pickled olives, what do we do with this? Why, is that a bottle of pickled olives you're sporting? Yeah. Are you a fellow olive lover? Indeed I am. Just got a fresh bottle of them myself, in fact. So just speaking with him gives us a memory fragment. Mind if I join you? Sure. Why don't you grab a seat? You saw like the sparkles around her. It was like, oh, a lover of this sort of snack. Grab a seat. We'll down a bottle together. God damn, John, you are very open of a person right now. I also see a little ghost over here. Okay, yeah, that sounds just swell. Eva, disable taste simulation now. It doesn't like it. Oh, Neil, I don't think I feel like it. Yeah, because she wants to see him. Like, even though they have a job to do and this might actually work, this thing, she just wants to see him suffer. I'm so gonna get you back for this. So that's how we got our first toaster. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You okay there? Yes, I'm just savoring the amazingness of pickled olives. They're wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, I just can't understand how anyone could find such things to be disgusting. Take your time. We got 2 bottles left. Oh, he hates her now. He hates her. So I said, hey, that's not right. And they totally agreed. And you know what else is wrong with society today? Well, a lot of things probably, but what is happening with River and Isabella? Did they leave? Like, they're probably outside for some fresh air. They said they would. They're probably having a long, lengthy chat about something, but Jesus. At this point, these two must start to suspect that something is maybe wrong. I don't know. So, what's wrong with society? Pickles? Yeah, I actually have it right here. Why? May I see it? Oh, what? Okay. Here it is. And freeze. Okay, that's probably like the thing we have to interact with. Finally, dear Lord. How worthy of listening. Dr. Rosalina, you are sort of an ass yourself. But I like your style. Oh, shut your mouth. Oh yeah, we have to smash. Wait, don't you dare. What do you mean, don't you dare? Don't worry, jeez. Oh, don't say Hadouken, I guess. See? I'm doing it by the books. He's gonna Hadouken. Hulk smash! Okay, there we go. Neil, seriously. I'm trying to get into this and you're ruining the mood. I think you've ruined the mood for this poor fella. Downing like 1.5 bottles of something he didn't like. Totally worth it. Prepare the memento. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm so mesmerized. It's like, oh, it's an animation. Oh, never mind. It's the puzzle. Okay, I was like, everything is so white. It's like, what do we need at this point? Well, that was much easier than the last one. Activate. Now what is this? The sheath for the place or something? Some sort of contract. Now, River and John. Good evening, bloody 14.5 workday. Took for bloody ever. Well, welcome, Muxus. I hope you're doing better now. Oh my god, oh, crikey nutcrackers. Oh, Jesus. Now, we're at the road crossing. I can continue playing this game. If Muxus' voice is scratching for some narration for Undertale, then I could also hop over to Undertale. I'm gonna let Amuxus decide for that one. Or I can continue this. The hell, why is the text in the screen now? I'm experimenting. Also, when I upload this later on, maybe it confuses the viewers a little bit less. So it doesn't look like I'm just rambling with myself. Like all of the incredible fine jokes and all, credit needs to be given where credit is due. You aren't Australian. Who cares? We're like 20 billion nanometers off the ground and standing on a damn flagpole? It's not a flagpole. No voiceover today. I had a big argument today and my throat is still hoarse. Ah, well, I hope you're doing okay. This doesn't sound good at all. Do you have the weekend off at least? Just jump down, it's not like you can be hurt here. Are you kidding me? It's a freaking skydive. You can't stay on here, you can't get off. God, I hate it when this happens. I swear with this bit, okay, something. Eva, what the fuck? Did Eva do that? Did you click like a button and he was pushed off or something? No, as in you will have to work or don't have to work. I forgot how I phrased that question. My mind is being shut off by itself. God, this entire week, I don't even know how I was able to get up. Like, especially today. I don't even remember getting up today. Oh, I work. God, you just serve so many more free weekends. That's bullshit. I hope you survive quite nicely, though. That sucks, though. I do hope that you have a good weekend, all things considering. But yeah, you should really get like many more weekends off. That is... I feel so lucky. I never worked weekends so far. My colleague called me a slave driver today, hence the argument. Like, as if you have slaves working for you? Because that's a bit ironic, considering you are the one who seems overworked all the time. Why would they abandon her like this? Her as in the lighthouse? I suppose she's just no longer needed. The lighthouse. No longer needed? Because she likes lighthouses. By ships, I mean. You know how it is. Now that everything has GPS and all that. Look, River. This place means a lot to me too. And I've been thinking. This is where they met or where they kept going early, while in the early dating phases, I'm pretty sure. Like this, how this place means so much to them. It's such a wonderful place too. Not but he had to work longer for a change too, and he's not used to it. Oh well. It is unfair if only you have to work long. So I suppose you should have been able to see that from your perspective too. But it sucks. I feel very lucky, considering those aspects. But I do really wish that you have a decent weekend, all things considering. And that you, at one point, have many more free weekends. Because that is bullshit. I've been thinking. In our current state, things have been pretty stable. Oh, like building a house here. If we say well, in a few years, we could afford to build a house on top of here. It's going to be a squeeze, but we'd be able to see her from the window. So it's the lighthouse itself. There's something about the lighthouse. In the morning, at night, we'd always be nearby. River's theme. And we could walk here any time. Oh my god, she'll never be alone again, John. It's like such feelings for the lighthouse. Like, not only a place where you had good memories, but you really care about the lighthouse itself. So she's so excited. Aw, I'll be able to watch over her every day. It's like a child to her. Her child. Yeah, we will. Oh my god, she's so happy. That gives me tears. Yeah, now you jumped out. Good for them. How did you hear that from up there? You gotta be kidding me. You remember what happens, don't you? It's like watching a train wreck. The ending isn't any more important than any of the moments leading to it. The important thing is that over here, they are happy. And this moment, they are very happy. Look at that, it's adorable. Now that fills me with more emotions than I thought I had. That's adorable. Oh, hang on, I could like there's nothing there. I suppose I'd have to go a little bit earlier. Well, earlier I say, a bit further down. And then probably get some memory fragments. Further yet, he gets to have 4 days off after this, but he's 60 plus, and he has little to no respect for me, even though I'm in charge of our schedules. 60 plus. I would expect that they would be the ones that actually were more used to being like a workhorse. I have been... like, my boss is 55 or something like that. And often when I was trying to help customers in corporate locations, in various corporate locations, including doctors' offices and stuff like that, there would mostly be boomers, elderly people or older people, people in their 50s, people in their 60s, and they would always look down on me. They would always be extremely passive-aggressive, and sometimes even shouting at me. And every time I told my boss, he's like, my boss goes over to them, and he's like, I don't understand what the problem is, because you're always nice when I'm around. I think you're lying, and shit like that. I know that there are like people in older generations that really look down on young people because they really think that, yeah, they don't know about the hardships I have done, so they just constantly in some sort of passive-aggressive mode towards younger people, especially if the younger people are alone without colleagues around them that are older. Somehow that changed a little bit in the last few years, it seems. They're all much nicer to me, but I've also changed a bit. I have some sort of weird boomer mask or boomer-friendly mask that I put on, which seems to make them open up a bit more so that it actually makes my job a little bit more... I don't know, a little bit less challenging. It sounds weird when I put it like that, but it's more like I try to level with them on an aura or whatever you want to put it, like the way I speak, the way I introduce myself. And maybe that's not it, but it feels like this is part of what has made it easier for me to talk with many of them. I'm also a very stressful person, and I stress a lot on the inside, and my mind is really blanking out. That's me in a nutshell. I just feel that I stress very much. I have social phobia to a certain degree, especially when I haven't talked to people before or haven't talked to them for a while. And when I start talking to like customers outside of my generation, like older people, and they can, like, I shouldn't compare people to dogs, but I feel that they can smell my nervosity, and when I feel nervous, I tense up, and then my linguistics and everything felt a bit more direct, and maybe that rubs off on them. Well, now I feel that I convey my thoughts and all in a much more calm manner, or I try to. Inside of me, I feel like it's a war between thoughts and emotions, everything, but when I convey to them, they don't notice my stress anymore. Of course, this is just horseshit rambling and all, but that is what I feel. I feel like I got a bit more control regarding that. But yeah, I'm very well aware that the older generation, not everyone of course, but there are very many of them that just simply look down on other people just for being younger. And it sucks, and I'm sorry about that. He used to be a big fish somewhere else, but decided to hop over to our branch before retirement. He simply has no idea what the job is about, and he is pretty resistant to advice. So yeah. I feel everyone should strive to grow as a person, and I think most people do grow as persons. Then there are some people, again, I often see this in my area with older people. They are sort of locked to what they believe in, they are locked to what they grew up with, their culture and everything, and they sort of feel they can what is the word? They can compare themselves to, or they can relate more to their own generations. Like my boss, who's older, so they open up more. They're friendlier. With me, I'm younger. They feel like they don't have that in common, and they also sense me tensing up as well, which causes them a bit more irritable, and that makes me even more stressed. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling again. The lore in this game, in this stream. Well, I hope that's not too annoying. I mean, the stream is literally called I Ramble a Lot. I decided that was a fitting name to change it to. I'm willing to be friendly, or at least pretend, but when I sacrifice all my free time to give him his hardly earned days off so he does not pine, and he still accuses me of making him my slave, my fuses blow. It's hard enough to manage my anger issues as is, so enough ranting from me. No, you don't have to feel that you have to stop ranting. That is very fine. I mean, rambling is basically what I do all the time anyway in here. And I'm very confident that you try to be as friendly as you can be. Sometimes people just don't give others a break, and like we did the best we could, and might not always be enough, but at least we tried. So I guess that's that. It's not also not necessarily a bad thing to have like an anger version of like venting. I've over the years I sort of course I can't be angry, but I sort of have another reaction which is more common, where I get more close to breaking down. I feel stressed to the point where I, instead of erupting in anger, I would rather break down. I would cry and stuff like that. I don't think that's necessarily better, but it typically erupts into one thing or the other. Now, let's see. Wait a minute. They were referring to the lighthouse as Anya, weren't they? Anya the lighthouse. I suppose so. Then that river. She declined treatments for the sake of a lighthouse. Well, for the house itself, for the thought of being here, for well, I would say for the children to grow up in the place that was so special to them. This awesome cliffside, but they didn't have children, from what I understand. But there was a housekeeper that moved in, and she had children, so maybe not children by bloodline, but sort of them growing up. I guess River started liking those children as well, so in a way it's sort of like passing over that emotion feeling. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna shut up and She declined the treatment for the sake of a lighthouse. Well, more than that, I think. Isn't that a bit too extreme? In a way, yes, but we still don't know the gist of everything here. There's something about this. Just something about it. Also, he ruined my specific client's haircut. Oh, because he refused to listen to me when I told him we would make an appointment at the barber shop. Now he looks like a convict. Huh. Well, sometimes some people want to take things into their own hands. But yeah, that must be very frustrating when someone specifically doesn't do what they're told or suggested, and then it ends up as one fared. But I suppose, again, it's better to make the best of it. I have a lärling, a co-worker, who I also consider to be a friend at this point, who yesterday accidentally really messed up a customer computer, and it was even a computer that worked. It just needed a couple of tweaks in the startup settings, and it was really messed up during maintenance to the point where it was practically trash at that point. And of course, it really bothered him a lot. So I managed to somewhat repair it. But I also it became a bit slower than before because some of the RAM slots became defective as part of the LGA slot defect, but at least it was starting up now. So I call the customer and I tell them I have to be honest, during maintenance something that wasn't supposed to happen actually did happen. And the customer ended up being quite chill about it. I said that, look, we're gonna do more service, we're gonna throw in a few components. Instead of paying for like the agreed price, we will give this to you for free. We would throw in the actual broken component as well as a replacement for that, but we had nothing like this, and this part wasn't available anymore in the stores. And in order to switch this, you basically have to switch the entire innards because it's not compatible with the new components. But yeah, it's as I told him, well, as I told my coworker, we're gonna make the best of it, and nothing else can be done. I don't know why I'm saying this. I suppose the moral is I just try to make the best of it every time, and typically things will work out. I used to stress way too much earlier, both at work and everything. I would break down, I would cry, I would almost want myself to die because of a mistake, and these days it's more like, well, typically it will work out one way or another. Even in extreme cases, even when it feels like I should just jump off a cliff and die because there's no way to solve this. It's gonna feel weird there and that, but it works out somehow. Most things, if not all things, will work out in some way. I think I promised to shut up, didn't I? And I broke that promise. I'm sorry. Once again, this stream is called I Ramble a Lot, and this has beautiful music in the background. The beautiful music in games makes me emotional. We all believe in you, at least I do. You are doing a splendid job, I'm sure. Oh, thank you. Well, I try to. I know a lot of workshops do, well, maybe not a lot. I like to think that most workshops try to do a decent job. We are a very basic workshop, but at least we try not to lie or anything. Which I know there are many places, maybe for cars, maybe for PCs, for stuff like that, where they try to bullshit it. It's like, no, customer relations is what we're living for anyway. If I have to do a work where I cannot be honest with people, I will be so unhappy. I just can't do a job where I cannot be fully honest, where I feel that what I'm telling the customer, or I'm being told to tell a customer something, which I feel is not the best solution, or at the very least, or maybe even something which is outright a lie. I wouldn't be able to do that job. That would make me so depressed. And I'm so glad I'm currently in a work, even though I'm sort of a little bit unhappy with where I'm working because of all the stress and being overworked. At least I can be, in the vast majority of cases, honest. And I need it. Anyway, isn't that a bit too extreme? Yes, my rambling is extreme, I'm sorry. Talking about PCs and the cliffside. I've seen stranger things in the course of a job. This is also more rambly. Like, I wanted to go for hikes more often, and I was thinking of bringing a laptop with me. Maybe to render short videos or something. Or write down a script for my next analysis video. But I'm surrounded in the foresty areas. In the dark, snowy areas. See, this is what happens when I just shut off my brain. So I'm gonna shut up now. We've seen stranger things at work, I think he said. Me too, but I can never wrap my head around it. It's none of our business anyway. She's not our client. That is true, she isn't our client. But it would be nice. Note. The contrasting hourglasses. Oh, hello, there they are again. Time is looping a bit. So they came from down here, They probably parked their cars somewhere by the road. Yeah, here we go. Okay. It's so cool that we can see this place. It's funny that there is no house here, but still, this autoville is like this. Because people can walk here, I suppose. Okay, so we go a bit further. Oh, there, look there. A rabbit paper thing. Why is that already here? Memory detected. Perfect. I'm just seeing this loading and I keep forgetting this is like this. Okay, so yeah. Aha! This feels like an inscription in the sense that it's such a simple puzzle, but my brain is just how to function. Activate the memento. It's like analyzing what's in front of me. You see it's clearly a bunny thing. You don't have to like... Yeah, okay. So this takes us here. And he's like, huh? What's that doing there? So this is upstairs. River? No, wait, the house hasn't been built yet. This is a different house. So she started doing that already. She must have started so long ago making those bunny things. And there must be such grave significance to them. And I wonder what? Wait, is this the house? We're jumping ahead again? No, we're not. Excuse me? Are we back in present time? Or... No, we're not. You went out for a haircut this early in the morning? I'm a bit confused about the timeline here, because I thought this house wasn't even built at this point. And she does, yeah, she's distant again, yeah, as you mentioned. What are you making there? Origami bunnies. Rabbits. Well, she's responding. She looks away. Did you see the rabbit I left for you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw. He's like, pick it up, like, what is that doing here? Tell me about that rabbit. It's as if she's been touched by like an oracle or something. There's a porygon sitting on the table. Oh yeah, that's like the platypus thing, I think. I think you called it a porygon in an earlier episode as well. When this was stuck in the basement. Behind her somewhere. Describe the rabbit. She said this like later on in the timeline as well. It was yellow. What else? A bit puffy. And... well, it's just a paper rabbit. It's obviously much more significant to her. She's playing a hinty game and she's playfully looking at Ray. I don't know how else to describe it. Oh, she closes her eyes. Oh, she looks sad. Aww. You're acting strange, River. Is something wrong? River? Oh. I don't know about you, but I'm getting some inverse deja vu. Well, yeah. Yeah. I think I know of her condition, but this is rather odd even for that. You think she's... Do you? Like what? Perhaps, who knows? But like you said, she's not our client. Let's just get what we're paid for over with. Yeah, but now I'm invested in this. I hope that your story intertwines far back so I can learn as much as possible. What condition? She seems so full of love still. She doesn't seem distant in the same way. She made a bunny for him. She made that bunny special. But he can't tell her what was special about it. He doesn't know. And obviously he's upset that she can't. This is getting way overboard. Doesn't seem to talk to him. Just communicates through this. But River is in there. I want to know what's going on. So this is the day she started it, huh? So it started now. Okay, that is the memento block thing. That's the main memento. What about the trash can? You didn't put it in there, did you? Many long strands of orange hair. What is that in there? Piano, I remember that. An old baby grand piano. How did they move this thing upstairs anyway? Well, that was never disclosed. One of the friends of John said that like they would have to like take it apart and bring it up, which sounds like a hell of a lot of work. And the friend said, I'll pay professionals to do it. Like, let's not mess with this. So maybe that was what happened. Because putting it back together, maybe that's just me, it sounds way too optimistic. Who knows, but I bet it would be a piece of cake for the TARDIS. The TARDIS from Doctor Who. Not really, you cannot even get it through its door. That reminds me, I mentioned this game to my partner, and my partner was like, oh my god, there's so many Doctor Who references. I think that's what it was, Doctor Who references, and sci-fi in general. So, TARDIS. That's the first reference of Doctor Who I've noticed, at least. Can't even get it through the door. True. Well, that settles it. Moving pianos is a pain in the arse for everybody. Yes. I mean, there's a reason why in cartoons this is like the ultimate death trap. You lose a piano out a window, or when you want to move it to the second floor with a crane or something, it drops down. It's like the ultimate death weapon, like the anvil in Looney Tunes. So, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing such an episode. Me neither. It sounds pretty epic. Okay, we need one more. Can we go upstairs and find the memento? Is it still there, the bunny? He picked it up, but maybe it's there again. No. But the bed is. Oh, it was glowing quite much, but... A yellow paper rabbit. Okay, put it there. Dear Lord, not again. A yellow spare. Memory spare was granted by the yellow rabbit. I was like, why is the polygon thing growing, but it's just a sphere? Bringing the piano in that room reminds me of the town where I'm doing my course right now. There are houses built there on a really steep slope with no roads leading to there. Only small, narrow stone brick paths. Must be a nightmare to bring furniture up there. And they are really large houses too. That sounds like a bitch, doesn't it? That's the only way I'm not gonna put it right now, I'm sorry. It sounds like quite the pain in the arse, as our fellow doctor would say here. I got it. Okay, there we go. I clicked. one more extra. Now, that is cute. That's not made of paper though. That can't be made of paper. Okay, so it starts with this one, because if she truly didn't fold bunnies until now, then we won't see any more bunnies at this point, because we're going backwards in time. It started with this platypus thing. Maybe it's haunted. Why is there like an airy ambiance there? Maybe it really is. I made the joke for it being haunted because I play a lot of horror games, but it truly feels haunted now. Oh, was Senior Memory Traversal Technician Sigmund Corporation. The heartbeat is still going. At a normal pace from what I can tell. 60, 65 beats per minute. Are we allowed to proceed? Yeah, we are. Okay. Yep, it's building as we go. It's like going to an old place you haven't visited in a while. Your memory goes like, ooh, as if you're picking up a memory shard. Maybe that's the feeling they're having right now. This is where the house used to be, isn't it? The house that never should have been. Oh, come on, Dr. Watts. I mean, really, what is it about unusually high and dangerous places that attract people? Well, we don't know that yet. There is something important about this place. Hop, hop. Perhaps it's more dangerous here. Oh, hello. Hello, you two. The lighthouse is actually operating. And you don't see the bars in front of the windows either. Which would be weird if it was operating. It looks much more maintained. The nature itself looks much more maintained and nice and colorful. Is that why you approached me back then? We're a bit late to the conversation, but that shall work. Yeah. What about now? I suppose it's just part of it. It's not me being bored of the story, it's just it's getting late, so I'm getting a bit yawny. Long day, as it typically is. Look, it was a long time ago. It's not relevant now, but Izzy said I should tell her the truth. So you approach her on a dare or something. Like, for some weird, arbitrary reason. Doesn't matter. The important part is you ended up together, and none of you regret it. I shouldn't have tainted our first meeting like that. Oh, it's cute. I just look at each other and then look away. Hey, what did you throw? What is that? A hacky sack? What is a hacky sack? Can you throw this as far as where Anya's at? I don't know. You want me to try? Would you? Okay, so she's still on about Anya. She gave the lighthouse a name. I feel this is connected to the making of all the bunnies. Maybe she gets emotionally drawn to inanimate objects. She makes all those bunnies. Like maybe she couldn't have children, so she made a bunch of bunnies. Sort of like a weird joke because, you know, breeding like bunnies, you know, lots of bunnies. So she made bunnies, and she made them a bit special. And like, oh, what about this one? Can you tell what's unique about this one? And he can't. It's like, yeah, but they're like our children. Can't you tell this one being different from the others? Can't you tell all the nice, wonderful aspects of it? And then there's the lighthouse, like, has a name. It's Anya. Like, is she feeling emotionally drawn to inanimate objects? Is this the so-called condition that one of the doctors referred to? How is the chat going? Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on in chat, so... You guys have fun for now. So let's see, would you? Bro, oh, that is quite far. River. Are you insane? Get away from there. Well, she really jumped up. She was really excited. In goes the cliff. I think this memory isn't too far from the last. You mean with River or what? Because if John can't remember earlier than this, then and he has some sort of inverse Alzheimer's. Because Alzheimer's affects the most recent memories the most, from what I heard. I am watching Perfectly Civilized. You're as much to blame for this as I am. Wait, what? I think they may be connected. Probably. Okay, so we only need one more memory. Why did she cut her hair anyway? Oh yeah, we saw. That's why we saw the hair in the bucket. He even said so. Did you go to the hairdresser? No, she didn't. She cut her hair at home. I just thought, oh, she's losing a lot of hair because of stress or something, and put it in the trash. No, she cut it. I like long hair. Yeah, long hair is nice. Because that charged up the memory thingamajig. Where is the thing that I have to probe? Where's the main memory fragment that we have to breach? Maybe it's probably the ball thing. Not ball, the rock. Whatever this thing was. Hack sack. What is a hack sack? Hang on, now I need to see. What is a hack sack? It was a hack sack, wasn't it? Hack sack. Oh, it's one of those. Well. Now I learned something new. So we don't go that way. We have to go down. Let's go here. Because that is definitely what we're going to pick up. The strongest piece of the memory. The one that River was so excited about seeing, to follow. Almost fell off the cliff to look at it. So going down, now we go around from here, don't we? Oh, we go further out. I think in elementary school in handicrafts, I was expected to make one such hack sack. I don't expect it to be a surprise that I failed horrendously. I don't even remember if we had to make stuff like this at one point. I genuinely don't remember. Okay, so I was wrong. That's not the way to go. We have to find another way. All of those trees are so chopped up. I mean, you have to get wood from somewhere. I cannot knit for sure. But I remember we had to knit and heckle. That was... Yeah, I was not good at it. Actually, I was good at some of it, I remember. And then I forgot. Music went away here. And also, I see your rhyming is back. Unintentionally or not. Like the path, okay, let's just follow the path that leads up. God, the bushes are hard. Yeah, it has to be down there. I thought I tried to go there. I'm not allowed to go there. I produced the world's most crooked rug. It put quite the frown on the old teacher's mug. God, those flower beds and bushes are very sturdy. I'm like, why am I not moving? It's like, you can't walk over that. Okay, you know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I'm probably just overthinking it. It's probably just something up here. No? Well, that lagged quite a bit. Oh my goodness, that scared me. That scared me. That scared me. What the hell? What is that? Well, don't I feel stupid? It's a rucksack. And I wanted to go fetch that hacksack. We talked so much about the hacksack, and I tricked us all. We just do this and this. Ideal 3, and I have. Okay, never mind. I have to. Oh, I'm so stupid. I mean, I solved it, but I solved it in the verse. Activate. Everyone with it is different, John, like with the condition. So he knows about a condition now. Like we keep getting further and further back into the past, don't we? So he must have already known about it. This door is open for some reason. My horror game senses are tingling a little bit when I see this. So everyone with the condition is different, John. And there's Rivers. Looking at books or so. Just because she and I share the syndrome doesn't mean we share the same head. So that's why they both wanted to chat, because I guess she wanted to hear more from Isabel. Like, how do I deal with this? It's like, I need more help. Can we talk about it? And does that also mean that they are indeed family after all? Maybe it's River's mother, but like a stepfather. I don't know. I mean, he said that he knew John since middle school. Might just be friends. But you must be able to help somehow. Everything was okay at first, but now she's even more aloof than before. What does aloof mean? Is that like reckless or so? Even when we're in the same room, she's never really there. It's starting to take a toll on me. I just don't know how to take it anymore. Well, I can't speak for her, but many of us do long for connections. Though being able to articulate is a different story. Yeah, she did long for a connection, and she did long to be with John and everything, but you saw she sort of spoke differently. She spoke through the rabbits in a way. Just because she struggles to express it, it doesn't mean she doesn't feel anything. She's still there, right? Sometimes you just have to have faith that she cares. Yeah, like to you it's just a paper bunny. To her, it's much more. I mean, she spent so much time doing it and she made one very different from the others and gave to you. So obviously, in my mind, she cares for you a lot. That's pretty difficult to do day in and day out like this. Excuse me. I know. I hope I can get not sick soon. Wait, but why do you seem so normal, Izzy? Well, everyone's different, you say. I mean, don't you have the same condition? For one, I was diagnosed when I was still young. Medicine and or long history of living with it, so you sort of know how to balance it a bit more. With effort, it's not impossible to acquire a guise of social norms systematically. It's not autism, is it? She seems to have something much more stronger than that. Your choice of punishing yourself with this. What? Punishing yourself? What do you mean? But you know what? I both envy and pity River. Me? I'm an actress because I've been doing it all my life. Not only on stage, but off stage. And at practically every moment. So it's like a social thing. Like, for instance, autism or Asperger's or something like that. Isn't it? Or is it? It must be something more than that. I've gotten good at it because acting is the only option I have. It's the only way for me to be normal. But River, she never did that. She remained an outcast and refused to learn to step against it. I don't know if it was by choice or by limit, whether bravery or cowardice. There are days when I just can't stand faking it anymore. And then I realize that it's too late. The Isabelle that people know of is all an act, and the real me has long become a stranger. I think in the end, I just envy her. I've never met a woman with it before. Then, technically, you still haven't met one. Because only women can have it? So it's not autism, then. Remember, children, autism is a wide spectrum. It comes in many shapes and forms. That also was one of the hints, because she said, like, I have it as well, but everyone has it differently. Like, there's a wide spectrum. There's a little bit of autism in everyone, I suppose. Even if it's small. This isn't part of our business. Let's move. It's part of my business now. I cannot do my job in here unless I know about this. But again, like, if you haven't met a woman that has it, then you haven't met any. It's like, what? Okay, John is coming over to River. What are you gonna say, John? Slowing down. Anything new today? No. What are you rereading there? The Emperor's New Clothes. I loved this when I was young. Still do, huh? Of course. Is that a hint? Because she seemed a little bit like childlike, maybe, in behavior. Like paper figurines, sure, all ages. But it's just the combination of everything she's done so far feels maybe a bit childlike, I don't know. Being so excited about the thing you threw. That, I don't know what to make of this, but we'll find it out eventually. I have a bit of a pet peeve when people go and throw the autism diagnosis around like a snowball, mostly because it's become more of a trend condition than anything that is largely not understood by the public. It is a interesting condition, I suppose. It's like ADD. ADD is also much more thrown around. It could of course be because they didn't test it as much back then as they do now. But it could also be that they diagnose it much quicker these days. Maybe even a bit too much. I don't know. I'm not exactly a professional. But it is easier to get a diagnosis for sure. That one I know for sure. Of course, just for different reasons. When I was a kid, I loved the Animorphs series. I know, your mother gave you a book from it as a wedding present. Oh, you're married already? Oh. Well, they're not that young, I suppose, right now. I guess I was pretty obsessed with it when I was a kid. Why haven't you read them since? It sounds like she connects extra much to her childhood. Again, it's like, yeah, but why aren't you connecting to your childhood? Like, why are you changing or something? I don't know. I saw them. They are collecting dust in the garage. Well, I suppose I grew out of them. I mean, they're children's books. What's wrong with reading children's books? Well, nothing really. I watch a lot of Disney classics and Don Bluth classics from time to time. Like family movies, some would call them children's movies. It's great for nostalgia. But they're also feel-good movies in general. Having a bad day, I throw on a Disney movie before bed. And I feel soothed. They're always so soothing. So nice. Yeah, my girlfriend loves Disney movies as well. Well, I'm not as interested into the more newer ones as I am into the classics. The classics are where my heart truly lies. But there are some new movies I want to watch. I'm not sure. I don't think The Wild Robot is not Disney, is it? That might be something else. But I really want to watch it. I checked out the trailer, and that's on my to-do list. I want to find that movie, buy it somewhere. I couldn't find it right at the moment. And I want to watch it. I really want to watch that. That sounds perfect. So, the children's books are comforting. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. They're so innocent in a way and comforting. I suppose so. Yeah, still looking at him, glancing in the book, and looking at him again, like seeing what he thinks. I think I'm going to get this one. Wait. Okay, just looking back to see if... wait, I can touch him? What is this? Okay, what just happened? I am not yours, you're not mine. Be my anti-Valentine. What the hell? More of a Ghibli man I am, but yes, I suppose Disney has some nice ones too. Studio Ghibli is amazing, and I have yet to watch more of those. I forget how good Studio Ghibli is. It's like anime in general is just has magic on a certain different level. It just becomes addicting. The music reminds me of what? What does it remind you of? It does seem familiar to some, but it reminds me a bit of Undertale for some reason. Okay, so, hey, River, this one's not that corny. River? Okay, so he's trying. John wants to connect more with River, and in doing so, he go. I guess all of these are children's books or child-friendly books. Wait, are you talking to a child right now? But what about David's? He's my favorite character. I don't know. Yeah, what are you talking about? Oh, you are currently there now. Okay. Animorphs. Have you read it? No. Okay, both are. You look like ghosts. You're see-through. But... No. Yes. Really? Come on, Rosaline. Don't be so freaking judgmental. Sort of. Oh, so he's lying. Oh, do you know what an animal is? Do you know what animal is David's main morph? Well, it's 5 letters. I can't put meta or mixes because the letters don't match. I can put uner. 5 letters. We have horse. What else do we have? You know that. What other animals? I'm gonna put horse. That doesn't sound right. Don't worry, I'll find it out for you. Okay, we'll just have to probe around, I guess. Huh. You can write slime. Oh yeah, redundancy. Tobias, Hawk. Rachel, Grizzly. Jake, Tiger. Marco, Gorilla. David, written in yellow. Cobra. Cassie, Wolf. Why? Oh, just wondering. You could have just Googled it. So you're bonding with a child here right now. Okay, so... Cobra. Why not just write snake in that case? Oh yeah, a cobra. I really wish they kept the old covers instead of these plain sheets. Those are cool. Okay. Perhaps I should reread them after all. I can barely recall a thing from that series. Alright. Tobias, yeah. Where is the... Where is the thing we probe? We have all our hints. Okay, I'm just gonna walk around until I find it. Just a bag, but it can't be that again. Okay, and it must be a book. It must be a book somewhere. None of these. Oh, it's him. Or the note thing that's right there. See, I find it eventually. It's that's a book just laying like this, about to tip over on the other side of the table. Why? Okay, so this is getting harder because we have an extra row now that we actually have to interact with. Every time I'm like, I can't hit the diagonal one because it's gonna fuck everything up, and then I try and... Oh, it solves all my problems. Activate. Oh, what's this? A market? A festival? A party? Barbecue? Aw, everyone's leaving already. But I just got here. And you're not a ghost form yet. Seems to happen to you a lot at parties. Oh, go save your childish jabs for the insecure. An aged Animorphs book. Pickles. A glass bottle of pickled olives. I keep saying pickles. Pickled olives. I see le fromage, but where's the mousse? That's the corniest remark you made all night. Don't you mean cheesiest remark? Wow. So where's our two protagonists? Are they up by the lighthouse again, having some private time? Very well. Alas, it's time to go and count the sheep. For now, I must head to the land of sleep. Fare thee well. Fare thee well, Emuxus, and best of luck tomorrow. I hope... Oh, there they are. I hope you have a good weekend, despite having to work. I truly hope you have a... That you shall fare thee well. And have a pleasant night. Thank you for visiting again. So they're hanging out here. Wait, is this the party where they met at? Like, they had like a little outdoor party thing, and this is where they met? It sort of feels like they're like more cool, if that makes sense. They're not together, it's cool. It is that, isn't it? Your hair is a bit black, but... So I can go in? Oh. I'm done with crafting for the night. Okay, hello. So, just we two left here alone. Oh, Emuxus revealed that he's the same as Yokai Yuna. Because when Emuxus signs off, Yokai Yuna comes up. Do you feel any different? Now that we got the rings on, I mean. No. So they do go even further back. Why do you... Actually, yeah, I think so. Ah. What is it like? It's just different. Just the responsibilities, I suppose. Responsibilities? Do you like the name Anya? I guess they agree that this would be their lighthouse. Would you like to name her Anya? Oh, that's so cute in a way as well. It's like their child. I understand. What? Understand what? Yeah, Anya is a good name for her. Hey, come with me. It's like a tile screen ascending up. Aww. This can't be a good idea. I'll just probably trip and fall. Oh, he has a good grip on you. You'll be okay. Don't worry, just follow my steps. So they're dancing up there, yeah. Romantic. It's called To the Moon, and this lighthouse brings you halfway to the moon. Trying not to exaggerate too much, but... Ow, my ass. Your ass, what? I think you stepped on my toes. Did you fall or something? Because that's the weird reaction. Ow, my ass. Sorry. Come on, let's try again. Danced all night. Oh, the wedding. To promise to love and comfort, to honor and to keep in sickness and in health for as long as you shall live. So maybe that wasn't the normal party. Maybe that was the wedding itself? Was it? Maybe that was the wedding itself. It seems so because here the people are. So you have the party and then the wedding? Because I'm used to having it the other way around. Well, we maybe do go slightly back in time. So I do. And do you take this man standing before you to be your lawfully wedded husband? To promise to love and comfort, to honor, and to keep in sickness and in health for as long as you shall live? Yes. Not I do, just yes. By the power of Christ compel you, no, by the power of invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And Lighthouse. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Wiles. Strong memory with a strong bright flash. And this moment was frozen, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, the wedding. What the What's the Oh yeah, what did you think I was? Yeah, I thought it was just a party at the start, but yeah, it's obviously a wedding now, so I'm just bad at weddings, that's all. Fluids tend to escape from my eyes. Really? I didn't know you were that sentimental. Yeah, me neither. Oh, did I say my eyes? I meant my mouth. You mean from other food? And by fluids, I meant both fluids and solids. That's a lovely image. Thank you, Neil. Come, let's find a way to get out of here. All this happiness and joy is really putting you off too, huh? No, I just don't like watching people make mistakes. That sounds a bit cruel. Is that really a mistake? Because he overcame hardships. There was a condition that they really tried to fight through. And you saw in the end, as River's health was deteriorating quite a lot, and was mostly stuck in bed. All that John went through to play her song, to do everything for her, to push her, to like giving up the house and everything, to have her by his side. He doesn't want to be alone. I'm not sure if I would have called it a mistake, but that is a bit cruel. Can you marry Meta and I? Wait, what? Oh, by the way, Yokai, you know, well, it's getting late anyway. If you want to do a little head start on mortuary assistance, let me know if you're gonna play it, and then I can watch. But it's probably getting a bit late for you. If you do have an urge to play it, then I will stop streaming and watch you right away. I just like people making mistakes. Sheesh, whatever happened to just take it moment by moment? Oh, this is so sweet though. Okay, go past there. We're a ghost anyway. See, even Meta wants you to play mortuary assistant. We need 2 more memory fragments. I am in bed already. That's gonna complicate mortuaries, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, there's I'm bad with names. I'm very bad with names. I know it when I see it, but I'm bad with names. But not once it's not front of it. Let us watch a film. Oh, that could be fun. I have been streaming for just over 2 hours anyway. I'm just gonna continue this puzzle here and finish this puzzle, and then we can probably hop into a film. That would be fun. Lots of cars. God, it must be a nightmare driving back out here. Actually, let me just... I didn't come from there, but okay. Midnight in Sky is recovering slowly. What happened with him? Is that a bunny? Oh, it's John and River. That's a real bunny. Is it dead bunny? Is it roadkill or dead rabbit? Yeah. So she kept making rabbits, paper rabbits, origami rabbits, to honor it, maybe? It can't be helped, River. I'm sure they didn't mean to. Yeah, naturally. Come on, we are late. Wait, is that a rabbit? It is, yes. Listen up, Dr. Watts. I think this is the source of all those folded paper ones. Yeah, I think so. It's inspired. Why would she obsess over some roadkill? Why would she obsess over inanimate objects? Not to mention so many years later. Don't ask me, you are the woman. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's been established at this point that she has a condition. It's not the condition is not called woman. So I'll be convinced that I'm the only one when you do a... I'll be convinced that I am the only one when you do a cordless bungee jump. What? Okay. We need one more. This is where it came from, so... I'll get teleported over here, okay. This reminds me of Deltarune Chapter 2, with the cars in the city and the addicting music. Da 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 da. Wait, is there something here? Oh, I couldn't walk through the engine. On Tuesday, Scar got home and I found out he got bitten by another cat and they tore a chunk out of his neck. We went to the emergency vet. Like typically they take a chunk off of the ear, but the neck. Wow, that cat was really going for the kill. He's on medication now and sleeping. That is good. And best of luck for recovery for the cat. I hope everything will go quite well. They're such babies, I love them so much. All the love for the cats. Wait, whoa. Why did you stop? Oh, what's happening with the... Okay. There's a rock under here or something. I can face through the car, but not on the rock. It feels so arbitrary, these limitations where I stop. He's fine and eating playful, but he keeps scratching, so sometimes it opens a little, but it's all scabby. I suppose it itches. It must be up here though. God, that stupid bush. I've been focusing too much on the ending area. But I can't enter the lighthouse, can I? And she looks at him. I don't like the way that she said mistake. Where be that hint? I cried so much on the way to the vet. I knew he was gonna be fine, but how can someone hurt my little baby? Well, if it's another cat that did it, then... But if it's truly a baby and the other one was like a grown cat, that is of course even more, I don't know, weird and sad. But if they would be around the same age, then that's, I don't know, territorial. Maybe I have to talk to her, maybe that gives a memory. Come on, no, it's not. Him. Yeah, this is the same. Oh, well, where is? No, he's a grown cat, but he's 3 soon, but he's still just a baby. Yeah, it's still young. Still young. It's a baby. Okay, so where have I not looked? I haven't. I need to go to the party again, but I didn't feel like there was much there. But there has to be something. Oh, they're there now. Were they there always? Oh, I'd better go see how your aunt is doing. All right, Ma. Oh, that is the Ma. So, okay, their appearance keep changing. Like, this is the mother of... I think this was the mother of John, who they sat at the bar and all. But this other one said, talked in such a fashion as if John wasn't his biological son. So, I don't know. I will. Okay. I'm so proud of you, Joey. Joey? Oh, that's my grandpa's name. Oh. He passed away before I was born. Ma calls me by it as my nickname. How come you never told me about it? Because I'd rather you call me John. Ack, not another sentimental grandparent childhood. I like that River keeps looking at John. It's adorable. What do you have against those anyway? I mean, you sure talk about your grandfather a lot. What? No, I don't. Whatever you say. No, it's Joey. There we go. The computer is powering up. Hey, let's see. I'm so proud of Joey. Oh, and she wasn't as proud, like, further into the future, where, like, yeah, you're changed. You should respect River's wishes. And she senses that she doesn't. And it's sort of nice as well because John's mom and River became good friends, it seemed like. Alright. There we go. Ah. Stakkars lilla kanina. The bear. Oh. It's like a tire track going over it. Don't worry, I'm gonna remove the tire tracks. Gonna make you great again. Oh, stakkars lite söta. Activate. You know, it's a fantastic wedding when the mementos roadkill. Of course, Watts is the one that says that. Wait, Watts is inside us. What? That better not be taken out of context. But the character model is inside this one. Hey. Maybe she saw it as a metaphor for the terrible marriage. Ah. Yeah, right. So years later, she began folding the rabbits because she was reminded of how rotten it was. What? Oh, you know, something equally pretentious. Cool story, Neil. Cool story. Cool story, bro. Oh. Oh, poor thing. At least take it away and put it to the side. Poor thing. What's with all the roadkills today? Don't you look at me like that. All the roadkills, it's the same thing. You proed this item to go into the past. It's the same roadkill. Don't look at me like that. Oh, it wasn't aiming at... Oh yeah, of course, because it's the same day. This is the same day as the very extreme present day. It's just that we're going back in the past more and more and more. Like diving beneath the watery surface. Deeper and deeper we go. So we accidentally hit some animal as well. I think I remember. Not the bunny. Not the bunny. Kom van out till canino. Smells like a farm. And roadkill. Deactivate the sense simulator or get away from here already. Sense simulator. Okay, so I'm gonna take you up on the offer on a little bit of a movie night then. I was streaming for 1.5 hours roughly. So thank you all very much for watching, and for anyone watching this on YouTube past the live stream event, thank you for watching and have a pleasant night. And it's also the first time that I actually have a live chat showing for once. Good night.